you first, so each player step forward, starting over here. Introduce yourself to our audience, please.
My name is Tyler Weeks. You probably heard about me before.
Oh, wow, confident.
That's true. My name's Truman Hendricks. Yeah,
buddy! He's a confident one, that one.
Hello everyone, my name is Vicky Sweeney. Know the name? Don't expect that same game.
I didn't know we were drawing bars! What's up, you guys? I'm Dakota George. I'm the leader of the Dunyons. What's good?
My name is Isabel Ramirez, and I'm part of the Dunyon. My name is Astra Gabriel. I'm a little bit sweet, but also sassy.
Oh, dang, girl. All right, team. Now, from our live audience online, we need the title of a play that does not exist for these guys. A title of play that does not exist. Let's see what we got. Hold on. If you do not respond in 5 seconds, I'm taking it to Corinne, and whatever her title is, we're doing. 5, 4, 3. These are fingers. 2, 1. Oh my gosh.
Okay, long legs.
Long legs is going to be the. Oh, you're
Long legs, baby!
Long legs.
Long legs!
Lauren, jump back up on the next group.
Long legs! Long legs! Long legs! Long legs! Long legs! Long legs!
All right, that's the scene.
Yeah, that was.
we're done. Thank you guys. That's it.
Written by
The Dunyons.
Neil Simon.
Are we saying anything?
Yeah, we're set.
Do you want to sign up?
We're about to watch the first scene of our adult showcase in the first competition group. After this, we'll be going live again. You can join us on live YouTube to watch the scene. They're setting up. It's pretty intense. Watch on YouTube. Comment there. I will engage with you. But it's too intense to talk, so.
Mark, you've been very closed this session.
What do you want me to say?
Oh, you know what I want you to say.
Just want me to open up about everything?
Yes, I'm your therapist. Come on, Mark.
Man, if I break now, then I won't be able to keep it together.
That's what I'm here for.
I just have to keep acting like I'm fine. The world seems to think I am.
We all do at some points.
It's not just some points. I'm doing it for years.
You know, a wise man once said to me, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today. I didn't understand what that meant for a long time.
Hey, what makes you think you can get my son to do therapy again?
He's already here.
Already here? Son, how did you get here?
I rode my bike.
You rode your bike.
Mrs. Jacobs,
rode your
please,
bike.
Your son Mark, he's having problems.
No, I'm fine.
All right, well, if he's fine, we can go. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Don't ever talk to him again when he comes to me. I'm I'm sorry, it was a little rough back there. But I wanted you to know that if you ever... Look at me, Mark. If you ever had a problem, baby, you can always come to me. Okay?
Last time I tried talking to you, you yelled at me.
Well, it's because you said dumb things. Just don't say those things and I won't.
You think everything I do is dumb.
Well, maybe if you just followed in my footsteps, they wouldn't be the bad moves. It's just, if you feel like you need to talk to someone, you have me and you have your stepdad, okay?
I just miss...
What do you think's going on here?
Go away.
No, he can stay.
I'm not going anywhere,
I
Mark.
do this all the time.
You raising a sissy?
Are you guys done?
No. I said, are you raising a sissy?
I told you, you're not his dad.
Well, you married me.
And I should have passed that opportunity. You're my seventh.
Well, you're my eighth. So,
You said I was your third. Mark is having problems.
you ever wonder where the source of the issue's coming from?
Her dad. You want to get it?
What are you doing here? I'm Mark's girlfriend.
Oh my.
Can I smoke the cigarette in here?
Honey, what are you doing back?
I'm looking for Mark.
You're looking for Mark? Mark just went to therapy.
Therapy?
Yeah, therapy. It's good for him.
Mark's perfect.
That's what I said too.
Why is
But
he
he
in
felt-
therapy?
I don't know. Apparently his stepdad was causing some problems, so he had to go there.
Do you have an ashtray?
No, I don't have an ashtray.
A place to sit, at least?
Here, come on. We kept the couch in the corner because we didn't expect company today. Can I see that?
Mom!
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, you can have a drag. Oh, Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Kelly. I didn't know you were coming today.
We discussed this, Mark. Mark, I need my cigarette back, Mark.
I didn't take it.
Your dad took it, Mark.
That was my mom.
They look so much alike, Mark.
I know. I haven't seen my dad in a while, though. It's just my stupid
He seems
stepdad.
good. Oh, that was your dad. Your mom? Who was that, Mark?
That was my mom.
Alright, she cool. She
Marky! Hello!
I need a cigarette.
Sis.
Who is that?
That's my girlfriend.
Oh, she's not that pretty, really.
Look, just come over here. Come over here. Come on.
What's up? It's so good to see you. And Daddy and Mommy said I could play with you.
Okay. You can't say that around girls.
Oh,
Our cigarette.
But I know. I just. So I'm back.
Yes, I see that. Are you willing to open up again?
I just feel like no matter how hard I try, I'll never be up to what my mom wants me to be.
You know, it's very hard sometimes to meet your parents' standards. And it's okay that you don't. Just as long as you do what's best for you, Mark.
I don't know what's best for me anymore. I've been living under control my whole life.
You know, we all feel like that sometimes.
Tell me why you locked the door so you can talk to my son.
For the specific reason of you not coming in here.
The door.
I'm just.
His mom.
Yes, I know that, Mrs. Jacobs. You're Mark's mom, I know.
Mark, baby. No, baby.
Get away from me!
It's starting to sound like your stepdad now.
I understood.
We'll talk
why-
about that later.
Hey, Mark. Come here.
No. I'm so done living in your shadow.
Mark, I just want what's best for you, sweetie.
You don't know what's best for me.
I was a teen once too, and I thought I knew everything. Your parents always know better than you.
Yeah, well, my dad's gone. Because of you.
You know that
I'm
wasn't
here,
my
Mark.
fault.
Oh, now you're here too. Okay. Where do you guys get this address?
Do you think you're any better?
Absolutely, actually.
Oh,
You left for a reason.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's her fault.
Okay, what is that?
And I'm stuck with both of you.
Hey,
All three of
Marquise!
us.
Hi, the Marquise. I want to get some of that. What's
My
your call?
sister.
Therapies?
They're
Okay, we
Why'd you bring? Why'd you?
Here, follow me. We're
we were
gonna
very
go for some ice cream.
productive, thank
Oh,
you.
ice cream?
Yeah,
Yes, ice
But
cream.
that was
yes.
unnecessary. Okay.
Do you see what I'm living
All right,
with?
she's locked out.
Well, that is surprisingly the end of our session.
And how much is that going to cost me?
Shut up.
That's a lot for a cost. Alright. Door's over here. I forgot. It's my office. It's a weird place. Like,
I'm
people
still
just
looking for
walk in
Mark
my
with the long legs.
How did you?
Where's Mark with the long legs? Mark? Mark.
Unless you guys want to move some stuff around. No, okay, cool. Jesus, you're all over here.
Kelly,
Hey, baby.
don't call me that.
What's going on, babe?
You walked into my house with a cigarette.
They let me. Do you want one now?
No,
But they know you smoke, right, Mark?
no, they don't.
Oh, sure. Is that why you're in therapy then?
No, I'm in therapy because I live with people like you.
We've been living together for like 14 hours, Mark.
In my life, everyone, you're all psychos. Trying to control me and hate it.
Mark, you're in therapy, Mark. Let's not talk about this right now, Mark.
I don't want to be with you anymore. You control me, and I have to do everything you tell me to do.
Say it to my face again.
I don't want to be with you anymore.
Is this about your parents?
No. It's about everything, everyone.
What about everyone, Mark?
I live in everybody's shadow. I have to do anything anyone asks me to do.
Mark, you can't live in my shadow. I'm much shorter than you, Mark.
It's like a... You obviously don't understand.
Take a seat, Mark.
No, I don't want to sit.
You want me to call your therapist, Mark?
No, I want you to leave.
Why, Mark? I love you, Mark.
We don't know what love is.
I know what love is, Mark. Take a seat, Mark.
No. I'm not sitting.
This will be the last scene.
So tell me more about your breakup with your girlfriend.
She's a psycho.
Yeah, you said that a couple times.
I mean, no matter how hard I try, I'm never good enough. She always expects more from me. Everyone does.
You know, I have to ask, how do you like the new table?
It feels kind of weird. I like where you were before.
All right. Tell the intern. But no, Mark. And I realize you haven't called me by my name either in all the therapy sessions. So before we get to that, I know it's a weird name, but Dr. Longlegs, okay? I know it's weird. It's really weird.
Can I just call you Doctor?
Dr. Leg would be nice.
Okay. Well, Doctor.
At the very least. PhD.
Dr. Leg.
Thank you.
I just don't know if I can handle being here anymore.
Yes, you can. Deep down within you, you can. That was from the intern. You can handle it. You can handle it. Say this. I can handle it.
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 I can handle it!
That's what I like to see. Now you're gonna get out there, and you're gonna live your life, and you're gonna be good at it. Don't let your family in. They're weird. They kept walking in. I don't even know how they got here.
You're not gonna let me in? You're a sissy, Mark.
It's my office! Dr. Longlegs!
No.
PhD!
No. I need to handle this. I'm done with him.
There you go, Mark! That's my boy!
Come on.
All right, back in it.
Sit.
You're a sissy too.
Sit. You know, you came into my life and you act like you could just replace my dad.
Is that not what a stepfather does?
No.
That's a point. No, I agree with you. You seem very harsh. Your name is...
Tony.
That's what...
I mean, Mom is already rough on me. And I needed someone there. A guy I can talk to.
That's not me.
That's not Miss Dr. Longlegs.
PhD.
With all due respect, I don't want it to be me. I don't like you.
Yeah, I know that.
Dr. Leg, PhD, if you'd open this goddamn door right now.
It's literally open, Mom!
It was open.
Oh my
you
God,
just...
it was open.
Yeah.
I'm a natural blonde.
But you're ginger.
Sit down. Sit down.
This needs to happen.
He's
And
being
let this be the end of it.
disrespectful.
After this needs to be the end of it.
And to him, I agree.
No.
Say what you're gonna say, please.
I can handle life on my own. I don't need you guys anymore.
You're 14.
Yeah.
All right, nice work, guys. Nice work. Come on down. We will talk about it after the next group goes. Thank you to our live audience for watching and joining us. All right, let's get our next group up. Let's go. Let's go, Stan. Let's go.
I genuinely couldn't find it.
Joey!
Get it?
Yes. Let's go, Stan!
Oh, wait, we have
That's
to
it.
introduce ourselves.
Yeah, come on, Ian.
Oh, I should have prepared myself for this.
You'll have time.
Fun. I have chicken for dinner. I have shrimp for dinner. Wait, what's also what we had for dinner?
Oh, that's me. That's cool. All right, San. Are we ready, Dakota? We are set. Mr. Dakota, Mr. Leader of the Dunions.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, this is your show. Let's get a big round of applause. Live audience, think of a play title. We're gonna need it in a second. All right, let's hit it. Come out, say your names. Let's introduce yourselves to our audience.
What's up? My name's Joey, leader of Sand, and I am gonna have a muscle milk for dinner.
Also move.
Correct.
My name's Sick Nick. Better toss me a pill because my rhymes are ill. And I just had 2 black coffees for dinner.
Oh, dang! Dang!
I'm E&T Sigers, part of Sands. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. And I'm gonna have a burger for dinner. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Brianna, also known as Breezy, and I had strawberry shortcake, which is sweet like my personality.
So sweet.
What's up?
Hi, my name's McKenna, and I had chicken for dinner.
What's for dinner?
Hello, I am Corn, and I did not eat corn for dinner. I had shrimp.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joey's gonna get a title from our studio audience.
Yo, what up? You have 15 seconds to give me the name of a play that does not exist yet. All right, let's go. Sand, let's count them down.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's like 5 of them. Well, this isn't a play title, I don't think, but it says looking forward to the 12th, and I'm going to take it.
Oh man! Looking forward to the 12th! That is going to be the title of our play. Join us on YouTube to watch. Here we go! Let's go, everybody! Let's go!
Forward to the 12!
Let's get it! We're gonna kill it.
Go Sam! Woo!
Yo, Ian, your pants are so shiny. On YouTube, comment. I'm gonna let you watch a few seconds of a sneak peek, but this is gonna be live on YouTube. What's up, Jerry? What's up, Gabriel? What's up, Layla? What's up, so many others that I can't scroll up to? They couldn't come up with a title, but I still love. We're about to get to watch the first scene. Congratulations.
Didn't think this one through. Yep, didn't think this one through.
How you guys doing tonight? Feeling pretty good about yourself, right? I really appreciate you all coming here tonight. How are you all feeling?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Is there anything you had for dinner last night?
Yeah.
I had some sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills. Oh, like the Benadryl kind. Oh, those are so good. You got to know me, right?
I just had salmon. I didn't.
Salmon.
Sir, I
He
didn't know
knows
you
where
had
it's at.
sleeping
He
pills.
knows where it's at.
I didn't.
Well,
You didn't share.
Kind of personal, Jared.
I see that.
Okay, there seems to be something between you. Are you guys married or in a relationship?
It's complicated.
Tell me.
Say that again.
It's complicated.
Tell us more.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to come on this dating show. I didn't. But I mean, we're working out the kinks. So
Kinks. Okay, you could call them that.
Okay, so anything else to say before we go to commercial break, or?
yeah, I mean, I would like to. I mean, yeah, we have kinks.
Yeah.
To work
We
out.
like that. We like that. Get into that more. Get into what really bothers you.
All right, commercial.
I mean, come on, like.
Okay, fine. You guys figure this out. I'm done with
What
the
is
show.
going on over there?
Nothing. I mean, I thought we were here to work out the kinks.
Stop saying kinks.
Okay, clearly kinks is a trigger word for her. If the show goes on, we need to have a better interviewer. We need you two to have a better relationship. We gotta get this thing going. Reviews.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Don't disappoint me!
I can do that.
Catherine just quit, so I guess I'm the host now.
I can do that.
It's just funny to me how now you're willing to compromise.
We back on yet?
Are we even rolling yet?
We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
We'll see how this goes. Hi, I'm Dickie Cicciolini, and we're back with Love Connection. These two interesting people. Now, why don't you tell us how you met and why you're here tonight?
Woo! Join us on YouTube, baby. Let's go!
Yeah!
Yeah! We're not gonna want to miss it! Woo!
What do I do? I love it.
Why the hell would you just walk off the back? I'm not a host.
Well, I had nothing else to do. What was I supposed to do with them, Richard?
Do your job, maybe? Run the show?
Okay. Like, you think it's so easy.
And I like Dickie, not Richard. Okay?
It's a fitting name. Okay. You know what? I've been doing the show for over 15 years, and I've never seen such a more disinterested couple. I'm always working with sickos or weirdos, and if you think you have a better chance at that, prove me wrong.
Well, I did have a better shit. They seemed to like that a lot better when I got out there, but you've been doing it.
Oh,
Come on.
What'd I tell you about locking the stage door?
We're having a moment right now. It's a business meeting.
Well, this moment needs to end.
Hey, you're not a part of this. Go work set or whatever.
Oh, is that all I am to you? A set worker?
That's literally your occupation.
Oh, I see how it is.
She's my wife. What do you tell me? That's all she is to you. What's going on with him?
Yeah, what does he think he is?
You tell me what's going on.
So, I'm your... Excuse me?
What?
Okay, so you're saying that we've been married for a while, and honestly, we just built this show because we had problems of our own.
Now, I'm starting to realize where there's no Benadryl in the cabinet, ever. I think you're thinking way... It ain't making sense any. Are you half asleep right now?
I honestly feel like it. And honestly, with these contestants and just so many microphones, I can't handle it. What do you want? What now?
I want you off my set.
Excuse me? I'm the star of the show.
Not anymore, you're not.
You can't just fire me.
You're fired.
You heard him. See ya.
Well, this isn't the last of me. I'm gonna bring the ratings through. New show, new person, new revival. Good luck without me.
Tell it to the exit door. All right, we gotta talk numbers, buddy.
Woo!
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, Ian Pants, yeah. I forgot it's a black light also. Hey!
Hello and welcome to the show Love Connection. I am your new host. And we are here with the two fired hosts working out their issues. Turns out they were unqualified the whole time. Anyways, welcome. Glad to have you. Can we get a clap from the audience? Thank you. So,
I think it's...
here we've been having some issues.
Yeah, getting fired can be pretty upsetting, and then trying to start your new show. By the way, on the 12th. Check it out sometime.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what's pretty frustrating when your wife's been doing the show for 15 years and then she just runs out the back door because she took too many Benadryl and she doesn't know where
do
she
you think
is.
it's my fault? This is how I handle my problems.
This is wrong. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we've been missing. We got them fired up. They're good to go.
Yeah. Of course.
Watch this. America
You're
loves
just gonna accept this.
And how does that make you feel?
How does it make me feel? A little pissed off, actually.
And how does that make you feel?
I just feel like I don't have enough creative control. I mean, I may be the star of the show, but I feel like I'm always listening to mandates or just the audience or the set or Dickie himself, and then I have to dose myself with Benadryl, and it's the only thing that can relax me.
And how does that make you feel?
Okay, so this is what you fired me for, someone that just says the same thing over and over again. That's who you replaced me with back there.
Yeah.
And
Jim.
how
Yes.
does that make you feel?
How does it make me feel? It feels like you're not qualified and I need to have my job back, but I guess that's not going to happen because this show is a...
Give her a chance. Anything else you got to say for yourself?
No, I just.
It's gonna boost our ratings.
How does that make you feel?
Pretty tired.
Let's talk numbers, baby.
Look, Joe, I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I like it. All right, I like it. But some people upstairs are talking.
What are they saying?
What are they saying? It's all right. It's all right. But I like it. I like it, Joe. I like it a lot. So, listen. What if we could have, I don't know, maybe an animal?
No.
Maybe an animal.
An animal?
An animal.
On the show.
You know, people love animals.
What kind of animal?
Come on. You know.
No!
Hi!
Ah! Can I get 5 minutes in my office?
I just want to see how I'm doing.
Oh my gosh. Is this... Look, I could come back another time.
No.
No.
We're
stay, I wanna hear your
having a
opinions.
meeting. Veronica. I gave you the job.
Yeah, and how am I doing?
It was your first show.
How did I do?
Not great,
Veronica,
but
you don't
it
know
was
how
your
to do
first show.
I
You,
don't
let me tell you the
understand.
problem, okay?
Okay.
Listen to Joe.
You're overconfident.
Yeah.
No.
You think you got the stuff.
You don't.
You don't got the stuff.
You don't got the stuff.
But you can get the stuff.
Can.
But you gotta work for it.
Hard.
You can't just walk onto that school and broadcast live
No, not
and
live.
say, yeah, I'm Veronica, I got the stuff, how good did I do? You didn't do good.
You didn't.
Really?
I feel like sometimes you're really mean to me. I just.
Let's go. Okay, now that we got away from the show, we can talk, okay? Look, Sarah, I'm sorry, all right? It was... Are you awake?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Look, I wanted... Without the cameras, I just wanted to talk about us.
Go on.
Okay, well... let's talk about the sleeping pills. You didn't share with me, okay? And we shared everything. What
Shared. Past tense.
Yeah, what happened? That's what that's all I was trying to figure out.
Why don't you ask your receptionist?
Look, she's just a receptionist.
Why do you think I take the sleeping pills?
Because I snore?
No.
You have trouble sleeping.
No. Jared.
Look,
Oh my God, there's air again. Go, please, let it go.
So, why did you take the sleeping pills?
Why does everybody ask me that?
Well, I am your receptionist, so I need to know specifically why. to prescribe, give you the amount of doses. It's kind of how it works.
Okay. I don't like receptionists very much, so could I talk to your manager instead, please?
My manager. I'm gonna get him in here. Hey, get in here!
Sarah, baby. I did you dirty. But I want you back on the show.
Well, this is an interesting session. I'll leave you to it.
Great, I'll take that chair. I didn't want it. Let's talk eye to eye.
Is this a dream right now?
Nope.
Okay.
You're the best anchor I got.
I know.
I know. I want to put you on a max contract. Morning show and the midnight show.
When would this contract be available?
Right now. It's all in your hands now. Just take a look. It's a pretty sweet deal. Please say yes.
I don't know. There's some stuff I have to clean up back home.
What?
It's complicated. My husband really messed up, and I haven't even tried forgiving him, so.
So that's why you were doing such a bad job.
Okay.
No, it makes sense now. Why didn't you just tell me that?
Because it's humiliating.
But you didn't do anything wrong.
That's the worst part about it.
Look, let me give you a metaphor here. Men are like monkeys. They're searching around, playing. They want a piece of the action. They want to just roam around. And women, they think from their heart. Okay? They're like butterflies. So monkeys chase down the butterfly. But if you are attached to this monkey, if you guys are together and you make a great relationship, you can forgive. But the best way to forgive is to do what you do best, and that is anchor this freaking show.
I just miss my monkey.
Gotta wrap this up soon. That wrap point. Our audience is eating this up right now.
Since I'm fired,
What do you think is going to happen? Comment on the YouTube section. What do you think will happen?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our daily segment of Love Connection. Today we have a single lady with us. So, who you feeling connected with tonight?
Oh gosh, I'm just out here looking for a man.
She's
That's
back,
it.
baby.
That's my only qualification.
This is how the show's supposed to go. Let's go.
Veronica and Sarah. I like this.
Oh.
Would you say you're looking for a monkey?
No.
Okay.
That's the animal I talked about.
Oh no, she's gonna break down. She's gonna break down.
No, it's good. Get the tears. Zoom in on this.
I just wanted to say I want to be on the show.
Well,
We got security for that, right?
Yeah.
Good. We're doing good.
Do you have something you need to talk about?
no,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Okay.
What are you looking for in a monkey man?
Keep your cool out there. Keep your cool out there. You're a strong woman, strong, independent woman. Hey, you do this show right, we'll be looking forward to the 12th. That's your payday.
Yeah, we always look forward to the 12th.
Well, I don't know. He has to be 6'5" or taller. Preferably like play basketball in the NBA, millionaire sort of deal. That's it. Nothing like super specific.
Yeah. No.
No.
I totally.
I'll really
agree.
like take anyone, you know. At
Yeah?
This point, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm really proud of you for being able to just talk about your feelings on television.
This is gold.
You are
Can we get someone out here?
so inspiring.
Keep rolling, keep rolling.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah.
Anyway,
Seriously? Is there anyone?
it turns out LeBron James.
Hi.
Hi,
Money for LeBron.
I'm LeBron James.
Alright.
That was so unexpected.
We killed it!
Let's get all the teams up there really quick. Let's get all the teams up on stage.
We are the Sands, don't forget it.
We roll good time.
Ron, that's crazy. Am I getting one?
This is good. Yeah, I got it.
Nice job, guys. Seriously.
We don't have
I know.
It's like LeBron.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Nick, that was great.
So pretty.
Hey, I'm LeBron.
Like LeBron goes everywhere with the basketball. Goes grocery shopping. He's just like,
Big basketball energy going on.
His wife and children in the background.
That was hilarious. I love that.
Cut the line.
Oh, no, I didn't get Brian.
No, don't cut yet. Don't cut yet. No, we ain't cut yet. All right, I got a couple things to say. First things first, give yourselves a round of applause. What a show, what a night. Man, I'm so excited to break this down and work through it. You guys crushed. You guys crushed, and it was so fun to watch, so entertaining. I'd love to tell you that I'm the only one that thinks that, but it's clear we don't. Our in-person audience did, and our live audience did. Just because this is right out the last one, I'll just read a couple. Did not see that coming. And right when Joey dropped the title, ding ding. So, I mean, you guys engaged an audience both in person and online, so that's super, super awesome. So I've also got thank you for the weird random improv straight to my phone right before bed.
What can we say, but you're welcome.
What's that?
What can we say except you're welcome?
Oh, I see what you did there.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So what can you say except you're welcome, like Maui? All right, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you. We're now going to go into critique section and work through that. But let's get one more big round of applause. So if you want to stick around to learn some lessons online, we're going to keep rolling so that you can do that. Okay?
Here's where Brian
All right,
destroys us
audience,
alive.
everybody come on down. Let's go ahead and let's keep the most recent group up. Let's keep
Yo,
the,
Sam, get up there!
Sitting on the stool.
Let's keep Shiny Pants up there, huh? Shiny Pants! Shiny Pants! So if you could all grab a chair or make a couch or whatever facing me, that'd be great. We could angle it. Take a second to set this up. You've got a good angle of me, but I can also see all of them so that I'm not like cut off.
Tall chair.
Let's go around where that couch is. So bring yours over, McKenna, even so that the camera's not covering you.
This way?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Not even fit 5.
You just don't want to cover Ian. So go right next to Ian. Go back. Go back so you're next to Ian. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And then Ian, scoot over a little bit. Yeah. Scoot over one.
Oh, Johnny's not coming.
Oh, Joey is. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
I was going to say the seat's full.
So make sure I get everybody in. Okay.
Everybody in the team?
Brianna, why don't you get a regular chair because it looks weird.
Oh, you're too high.
Just grab one from audience if there's not one up
Too
there.
tall.
Okay, fine.
You're like way up here, so I'm gonna be like giving you a critique like this.
Too big for the camera.
Now is the time to learn.
Big fan.
You look like a
Center
great
stage is big fan.
That's one of the best plays.
I love it.
Okay.
I was like, no, not there because I'm game show.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it in. Love it.
Yes, game show.
Hey, I can see everybody. That's perfect.
What a great looking group.
What a great looking group. What a great night. I can't say that enough. But we're still going to have some time, which is great. So I'll give you some breakdown, some moments we can grow in. I'm going to tear into it a little bit because it was so good. So I just want you as actors to know where to take it next. But it was a great storyline. I mean, really, both scenes. I cared about all the characters, and it was fun to watch. Just fun to watch, to the point where somebody, based on that, just jumped online randomly and was like, this is interesting, and kept watching it. So good work, guys, good work. So I'll break it down scene by scene. So I'll start off at the beginning. We didn't know what was going on, right? So Brianna, if you're gonna make a choice like that, you've gotta be really strong with your idea, framing it. So you just asked random questions. So they didn't know really, like you kind of held a microphone, but it was like, it felt weird, right? Okay. So to be like, same idea, you're like, well, we're super glad you're on the dating show, you know, or like, well, I'm glad you're on the therapy show, whatever. I love the idea of starting off with that concept. Like you're a host, and that's actually what sparked the whole play, which is what's awesome. So what you want to learn from is just frame your idea. Let them know exactly what it is, and then they can follow along with it. So that's what Joey did for you. So by Joey then coming in and saying something about like, okay, cut, all right, now let's move into this. All right, we need you to do this. He established we're all on set of some kind of show. Don't know what the show is. Then now that we all know that, then you guys just went to play. Then it was like, oh, I get what's happening. Let me just play now, right? So that's that small note. That's for everybody. Framing, framing, framing. When you frame on the top, then we all know exactly what's going on. As soon as we did, that scene just started to fly and was so much fun. So so just gonna go right into the next one off that. Yeah.
I was gonna take a laugh if you want to just focus on.
Oh yeah, sure. Thanks, man. Thanks. Dakota. Hey. Are you in a shot?
Probably not.
Oh, you are. That's just that's like 10 seconds behind.
Wow.
All right.
You'll see it in a minute.
So yeah, so the characters and all of that were really, really good, and it got me psyched to watch. So here's what's really cool about this whole play. All of you had an important role. All of you. You remembered your character, you stuck to remembering your names, and you popped in and out in very different points. And so this was kind of like one of those, like, honestly, like a TV show where we're all in one location. So I got to watch a world of a television show where you all are just some sort of person on a TV show. You run it. There's the producers, there's the main actors, there's all the drama that happens on the between all that. There's the secretary, there's like, you get fired and all that stuff. So we just got to see whatever the studio station was, right? So the one thing on that I would love to find out is what was the station, right, at some point. So that's a small little, again, I'm doing minute little things, but to hear whatever the station was would have been really cool at some point, okay? So going into the second scene, I love that we went right backstage. That was so awesome. So that was the two of you, right? Backstage, is that right? Or was that Nick and Nick? Okay, so because
Joey's like, I was here.
Joey's like, I was here. So that was great because we dealt right with the fact that you just jumped in. And so guys, that was a Nick saying, and for everyone online, Nick just said yes. So we fired Brianna, which was awesome, such a funny thing, and you went with it, right? Yeah. And then Nick goes, well, I guess I'm the new host now, like, right then. And here's what's truthful, right? If there was a live show on national television, and for some reason somebody messed up, either it's gonna and go to the bars, or someone's just gonna step up and just keep continuing to deliver the news. And that's what you did, Nick. So it helped me really believe the situation. And then we found game as actors in realizing, oh, it's so funny that these hosts keep getting fired, right? And so we revolve, we go all the way around, and eventually we end up back at Corinne, which is really funny, and that brought us slowly back to our title. So what they did, and what you guys, like, we're always talking about, how do I find game? How do I find game? You find game by just being in character, listening, and realizing where are the repeats and where are the things that stick out. And that's exactly what happened. Because of that, when we got to keep seeing people get fired and hired and watch Joey and Ian deal with it, it was amazing. Okay? So jumping to the next one, that just goes into the firing. So that's when we ended up in a split screen. So we ended up with 2 people here and 2 people here. So I wanted to talk about that. That's where Joey and Ian, that's where Ian really got introduced, in them having a relationship as producers, which was really cool. And that's what's called a split screen. So it can totally happen. That just takes soft focus. So what that means is Joey takes the focus away. So we could have been better at that. There could have been much more of that. I know we're new to that concept, but in an ideal situation, it's soft focus is back and forth and back and forth because we're really, really listening to when the best moments for that are. Okay? Hi, Annie. So I want us to watch for that. Okay? And you know what? Just hold on one second. Just go sit next to your master. Okay? Go.
Come here, Annie. Come here, sister.
She was watching all the shows and she was so engaged.
I was trying to eliminate the distraction, and that went totally sideways.
So south.
She's so
Alright, you stay there.
Never trust dogs.
Well, look at what you did. Nobody's taking notes anymore.
Well, darn it. All right, Annie, get back here.
You're fine.
I was trying, guys. I was trying to help the situation because I was distracted. Annie was so cute. So
Well,
cute.
yeah, that's exactly when you release it. We all get to.
All right, let's zone back in. You can chill. That's cool, Annie. You can chill. That's fine. All right. So, right back where we were there.
Oh, she's
Split focus.
I'm giving you a compliment. So that's all that is. So a split screen just means we're going back and forth between the two, and ideally, because I'm so focused and hyper listening, I can hear exactly when that's happening, and I'm passing focus on purpose, and we never really cut each other off. So while that's happening, and Joey and Ian did really well with this, when it goes back to the people talking, Joey and Ian are still like slowly like looking at things and noticing things, taking notes, and then at some point they pull the focus back. So they do something like, yeah, exactly, that was exactly right. And this team notices it and lets them talk. And then it goes back, right? That's a split screen, and they're really, really interesting. If you can learn to master it, they're an amazing add to a scene. Yeah.
In this particular case, so like they're behind the scenes, so they can keep talking, but like when we were up here, if we're on a show and she says, so what do you want in a man? I paused and like let them talk, but in a normal circumstance, I wouldn't have a 5 minute, not 5 minutes, sorry, but like, a minute pause.
Yes.
So how do I like keep going?
The same way. So it would go like this, okay? So you guys become the producer and I'm you, okay? So ask me the question that was asked to you, and then you guys take the focus from me, okay?
What are you looking for in a man?
Yeah, so Bethany is still just a stone face on camera.
So stone.
You can't draw an audience.
I know. LeBron James.
Okay.
Or whatever. Like, so like you're thinking at it and you stay in your moment. You just don't pull vocally.
Okay.
You really listen, and then they'll actually talk about what you're doing like they just did, if they're really, really listening.
Okay.
And so that's the trick there. What you don't do, don't fake pantomime, please, for the love of God. Do not pay. I hate that. Like it's so fake, it takes us out of it. So what I was doing was I was honestly thinking, and I was honestly like, I don't know who I would. Maybe I would. Well, ooh, and then I pulled the focus back. So like, if you're the one pantomiming, actually pantomime, and it's hard. So this is why I said this is a whole other training thing. But like, if you're really working on it, I could pass it back and forth between us pantomiming, and if it came to us, we would know exactly where we're at, even if we weren't talking, because we're connecting through nonverbals. Does that make sense? Okay, yeah.
I was actually wondering,
Nice and loud.
you said not pantomiming in the beginning, and that's like where you go through the motions. Me and Nick kind of did something. So is it like we can talk a little, or do we have to be completely like still or frozen?
In the pantomime situation,
Yeah, like just to make sure we're not like this, and then we go back into it. What do you prefer?
you don't want to freeze unless it's a freeze moment. So that's a whole nother moment, and we didn't end up having any of those, but there are freeze moments, okay? So that would look something like this, okay? Joey, you know what these are. So
Yeah.
we're in the middle of a scene, and everyone like be like in a moment, like you're looking and talking to each other, okay? And
Hey.
What's that?
So
Joey then comes in, and he would like step into an imaginary spotlight. I'll use a real one as an example.
Man,
You all are now frozen. No one
I
moved except for
am
Joey.
so depressed, and nobody knows it because nobody talks to me, and I'm probably gonna go home and cry myself to sleep.
Anyway, did you see the game?
And that's what that would look like. Yeah, exactly. So if there's not a real spotlight, it's really hard to produce, unless this is what it would look like. And Joey knows, you just step out and take charge, and everyone, once again, you've learned this tool. Everyone realizes what's happening, it's an inner monologue, and you all just freeze. So it may take a second, may be sloppy for half a second, but if he's commanding it, and now that we know about it, we're looking for it. You're looking for, oh, I know what this is, boom, freeze. Okay? Good question. All right, great, moving on. So next part. Then we went into the producers in their office. That was hilarious, guys. I mean, so great. Just, we've all been there, right? You're like sitting there, it's like, come on, I'm trying to get something done, you know? So watching you guys like try and handle and like deal with the show, and then someone just keeps entering, how did I do? You're like, and especially because you've already gone through 2 people already at this point, and you're just like, I don't want to deal with it. And then Joey, you went straight to the facts. You were like, you're not good enough. And she's like, oh. And the truth of that was what was funny. The truth of that is what was really good. No one was trying to be funny. Joey wasn't trying to be funny. You weren't trying to be funny, McKenna, when you came in. You all were just very honest. And if you're honest and playing a character and stick to that character, it's just funny. It just is. So very good work. I loved that scene. So dealing with that then, I love that Joey was honest enough to go, no, right? And you didn't come in right away. Thank you. Thank you. What Joey did there was a actor cue. Am I right? Or no?
Yeah.
So that is an actor cue. It means, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm in a moment right now. Don't come out here. This is a bad time, right? And you picked up on that. And so you realize that this isn't just a moment where I would go, let me in. It's a moment where Joey is going, hey, I have something to say here as a character. Let my character say it. And then you can come in or whatever. And then he got to. So it wasn't the right moment for an entrance yet because something big was about to happen, and he told her that through the scene by going, no! That's him as a character saying it, but also as an actor giving you a cue, like, give me a second. Like, I felt that. And you felt that clearly because you didn't come out. Yeah, Truman.
How would you make it so no one cuts the scene?
So no one cuts the scene?
Yeah.
You can't. Honestly. No. So the way you can do it is by just keep getting better. So when a team gets in sync, they know this isn't the time to cut it. And I'll talk, there were a few cuts that didn't quite fit, but there's never an answer for that. You're gonna cut at the wrong times, you're gonna make those mistakes. So then you can remember where you were and realize this might be something where we come back to this. But as soon as it's cut, I have to go, well, I trust you. I trust that you had a reason for cutting it, and whatever that is, man, even though I had something I thought I was gonna say, or I thought this was gonna go a certain way, I trust you. Because if I don't do that, then you can't trust me. And so maybe it was a wrong moment. Cool, then it's your lesson to learn for cutting it too soon. But if I hold in any sort of resentment or I want to continue the scene just because I want to continue it, then that's me not trusting you as another actor. That for some reason your gut told you to swipe it. And then eventually, again, that in the beginning there's some mistakes that just happen swipes too soon because we don't know how, but always there's going to be some because we're improvising. Right? There were a bunch of people online too that were like, how are they doing this? You know, like, this is scary. Like, literally just very honest about it. And I was talking with them about anxiety. They were like, this is making me anxious just watching because, like, I could never do this. And, like, it's just about just continuing to grow. And that's what you guys did. You showed someone today that this is something you can do by being patient and by having fun. So cool. Does that answer your question there, Truman? Okay, great. Then after that, Joey said he can't have the meeting. Okay, so Ian, we kept repeating having you in, but I want to talk about Ian's pants. Okay? Awesome, bro. Awesome. So your pants became a character in the show. You understand that? You understand that? So with something fun and playful we did with the audience, that's teamwork. That's us being a team. That is engaging with your audience outside of the play itself. So literally every time, and I'm sure you guys noticed, but your team might not have every time. Every time we hit a transition point, Ian went to the middle and went like this and showed off his pants so they would shine out to the audience. And it was just funny, like things were happening, but it was clearly just, yeah, let's give a round of applause for that. Shiny pants! Shiny pants! That's an actor moment. That's an entertainer moment. That's like, obviously you wouldn't be right inside of a scene, but you're like, there's a transition, they're moving stuff. This feels right. That's a game. You played a game, it was fun. I enjoyed it, our audience enjoyed it, and these guys definitely did too. So good work on that. I know it's such a silly little thing, but that's you as a performer engaging with them, which is really important as an improviser, okay? Good. Next one is we then went into the talk. We had some more stuff happen after that. And then I'm going to talk about the final scene, okay? That final scene was good, like really, really good because of our patience. So again, Joey, you dropped the title, and you dropped it so well. Like none of you freaked out about the title. None of you. Like we were waiting, so I'm curious, just for our learning purposes, how many of you remembered the name?
I had to ask.
I didn't remember
Good ask?
exactly the word.
Okay, so there you go. That happens. Like I've forgotten so many times. I've been like, hey, what is it again? Like, so eventually you want to get to a place where you don't, but it happens. And so Joey just asked, and then they came up where he did the scene and found it. So when did you ask? At what point?
2 scenes before that.
2 scenes before that.
Yeah.
Awesome. See? Okay. So then Joey ended up being the one to drop it. But here's what's funny. If Joey didn't ask, if Joey didn't have the boldness to go, hey, what is the play I forgot? To be willing to put himself out there and say that as an actor, that moment was needed for Joey's character to say the play title. He had to be the one to do it. His character had to. Could it be dropped by someone else? Sure, fine. But for the play, it had to be Joey's character. We all agree?
Yeah. Yes.
So by being willing to expose yourself and go, hey, I forgot, help me, you saved the play. Your team saved you, and we all made something amazing happen. So I just wanted to speak on that because that's how lightly the play should be dropped. It should be on everyone's mind, it should be there, but it's not forced into the situation. It's like softly placed in a way that you go, oh, ding, 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 in the words of our audience, right?
Yeah.
So just a really nice wrap up, and I love that you came in with that character and just went into it, and then Nick, you just said yes to that, and it was just so fun to close in that way. So again, guys, those are the like sort of big notes I have. So just very good work. I'm really proud of all the work. All right, come on down. Let's go next scene. Bring up your notes with you. Bring your notes with you.
We warmed up
Bring your
the
notebooks
seats
with you.
for him.
Or do you want to leave it?
For those who just went, if your notebooks are out here, take notes.
I'm taking the comfy chair. Now wait a minute, I'm the oldest, Tyler.
Killed it, yeah.
Respect the elders.
Do we have enough
You have to get up. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Now that's a good one. I mean, I said the wrong name, Truman.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, how long have we been doing this? Truman, Tyler.
I know.
Get yourself over here. Okay.
Oh, sweet Annie!
She knows who her
She's like in love with Mom.
She's a part of the group, buddy. And part of the group.
You part of the
Bunyan.
what is it called?
She's part of the Bunyan.
Not Sam Hill talking about bunions.
She really
It's
likes
Bunions.
it.
Onions and
Oh,
Bunions and Dunions.
I didn't realize. Thanks, Bill. There you go, he says. Joey knows so much more than me. Hey! Wait.
She's like,
Annie.
oh,
I like this group of people.
Oh, buddy. I want to act with the animals so bad.
All right, let's get a round of applause, please, for this group! All right, guys, nice work. Nice work.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean it. I mean it from everybody tonight. This was such a fun night to watch and be a part of. The energy, even before we started the plays, I could feel it. I could feel it. So I want to speak on that because it just came to me. For all of you, that's a choice. And I know we all love each other a lot, and we've got a great energy in this space. But you all, it's okay. She does that. We all made a choice.
Sorry.
Oh, wait a second.
It's making me upset.
Joey, shut up.
Hey!
I get it. We all made a decision to come in with energy. We all made a decision, and then we fed off each other's energy. It starts with one. You know, it starts with one person does that with another person, and then it's contagious. So realize it doesn't have to be here. And when you go out to perform in other settings, there are going to be performers who aren't that way. And there's going to be audition rooms that aren't that way. And if you walk in and just be that energy anyway, it's contagious. It's totally contagious. And the people who won't, but a lot of people will join in along and be very happy that you helped release the nerves and energy that they were feeling. Okay? So just really good from everybody tonight about doing that as we walked in. And you guys were the first to go, so you were feeding right off the rock, paper, scissors energy. And so we felt that. So then I'll talk about that. This first scene was very serious, right? Very connected, very real. So I want everyone to note this and realize this. That's okay. That's really good. So some scenes will start off and they'll start off just like right in an action of like something crazy happening or a fight or like just something funny, like energy, like working out, two buddies hanging out. And sometimes it's just slow, patient, connected, and very real. So I love that we ended up in that therapist's office. And then Tyler, I love that you came in at some point to break up the energy. So it was like perfect timing. You were like sort of feeling it out and you realized like, all right, they've sort of gotten a baseline for this thing. Now let me come in and ruin it. Right? That's where we're going with it. And so you did that. You came in and you totally like shook it up, which gave us something to continue to come back to if we wanted, and then we did. We picked up on that, and that was really cool. So then you guys ended up leaving. Dakota is now left there, and that's a character that we come back to, okay? So the one thing now, going into scene 2, I didn't want to change your point of view. So as soon as the stepdad came in, which was brilliant, by the way, I'm going to talk about that in a second. As soon as the stepdad comes in, I don't want you to change your point of view about therapy. Because it didn't make sense to me that all of a sudden you were like, no, he's going to therapy, it's a good thing. And then the next scene, right away, you're like, let me get you out of this place, you know? So remember, even though you and the stepdad don't get along, you still don't agree with therapy. You still don't agree with that because that's something that you've stated to be true unless somebody gives you a reason not to, which is what the final scene was, right? That's where that sort of changes. So remember, you can't change your point of view on a subject unless somebody actually changes it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Isabel, I loved your stepdad.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah. She makes a
You
great
changed.
stepdad.
You used that totally. You changed your voice, and you changed your attitude, and you changed your posture. You changed all of it to an energy that was just like your eyes changed. Like your eyes now are totally different than the eyes that we saw in that scene. And so that's the power of character. That's the power of character. And honestly, I kept wanting to see the stepdad come back. And then he would at like the perfect moments. It was great. And all you did was go, all right, there's a stereotype here to play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
It
I
totally is a
play
stereotype. You've all set me up. I'm really listening. I'm going to play that stereotype. That's it. And so when you entered in, that really shook up that energy. So it said, you said that I would, I was your third or something like that. That was so funny playing into that because you're like, yeah, whatever, you're my 10th. I said you were my third. You know, like, what? Then at that point, realize now we can get serious with it for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I lied. What? You lied to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Or whatever, like, and you just keep making this guy worse and worse and worse because that's how you set him up to be, right?
Okay.
Okay, good. So the next thing I have was we went back to the therapist's office. So Tyler, I love that you interrupted again. Like you came back in again, knocking at like the perfect time at the door, interrupting the scene. Now, with that, you could have maybe waited just a teeny bit longer to see where it went, but that's totally fine. You had to come back. You totally had to come back. So looking at it back, go, could I have waited longer? And honestly, I can't remember right now, but I feel like that might have been the case. But I love the idea of entering. Here's the big thing, this is for everybody. You gotta let us laugh. You guys were so damn funny tonight, and then you didn't let us laugh. Okay? So when there's a big laugh moment, you gotta stay in it, stay connected, but let us laugh. Don't just talk over the laugh. And this was in both sets. There'd be these hilarious moments, and then the next person, whoever's opposite, would just keep talking. So especially in your guys' set, I saw that several times. We're laughing our butts off out here, and then you would just keep talking, and so then I would miss what you said. And honestly, what it does to an audience is I feel like I no longer have permission to laugh. And you want to give us that permission. Okay? Cool. So next, after that, then we went over to I'm Here, Mark. That was great. Okay.
Oh, that was
So funny.
Sit down, Mom.
So-
Take a seat.
Mark, please.
So-
Hi, Mark.
Who said that again?
I think it was me.
Okay,
Awesome.
it's great. It's great. So the girlfriend was such a anomaly that I loved. Like, I just didn't know what to think about her, right? In the beginning, I'm like, wait, so he's got this girlfriend, she's like smoking cigarettes and like what is happening with this guy, right? But then you turned out to be like this super nice but also like mega weird character, and like you played it so well. Like then later you started like really listening to him. You're like, but I love you, Mark. And like you meant it, and Mark's like trying to deal with this, and it was so fun watching Mark trying to handle a relationship. And here's what's so cool: you made it uncomfortable through your character's love, your honest love, and you not loving her. Then we didn't have to break up. We didn't have to have that fight scene. The scene got cut, and then in the next scene, Dakota, you were like, so tell me about the breakup.
That's good.
That was amazing. That's like such good listening, because you realized this wasn't going well. Let me now build on that and let the audience imagine what happened. So what it does is, and this we do this with certain short form games, you don't want to tell the audience everything. You want them to imagine a little bit. So we knew you guys were kind of on the edge. We knew it probably wasn't going to work out. One answer is like, most people are going to jump right in the next scene, and then they're going to end up breaking up, and you guys are fighting or whatever. We just went totally away from it, trusted, and then Dakota answered it by saying, tell me about the breakup. I then imagined the rest of that scene playing out. Anybody else in their head go like, what happened next? I did. So like I saw that, and then boom, boom, boom. There was a huge fight, and then you like chased him out. It was like really weird, and like he had to like ride his bicycle because I remembered he had that. He's like flying off. Like that's what happens when we're really listening, and you don't need to tell everything, and the next person remembers something like that. We fill in the blanks, which is really cool. Okay. So then dealing with that, I also wrote down after the breakup, we needed this resolved. Like we needed it to happen, and so I let you guys know we were in the final scene. How do we resolve something like this? What needs to happen? And it did happen, so I want to hear from you guys. What needs to happen?
Because in the scene, the main character it's consistently going back to the therapist, and the therapist like giving him advice, and then he's finally like, you need to get out there, and you need to go live your life, and then that's where it should have ended.
And he makes the decision to do that.
Yes.
Right? So that's what got missed. And specifically from the stepdad. So you actually changed perspectives too. The same thing I told Tyler. Because you got it. You won. So you were sitting there and he was like, I'm going to sit down, you know, and you sat down and you were actually listening. And he was like, this is what I want from you. I don't need this. I need this. That's your time to soften up.
Okay.
That's your time to go, oh, really? Because I saw your eyes thinking it. I saw you feeling it. So because the stepdad wasn't trying to be bad, he just sucked at being a dad. He was just bad at it. So now that he's actually told you how he felt, you're like, oh, crap.
I totally felt that, yeah.
I get that. So we needed that redemption moment. So that's your chance to give that, okay? Then when mom comes in, same thing. We need that redemption moment to happen. So you want to give that redemption moment to us, okay? Very, very good. And then the little sister was funny. So funny. Like, she's ugly, yeah. So that is a prime example of, and sort of the girlfriend too, of a side character. You two were the side characters. You two were essential for this play. Essential. And all you did was stay in character, be patient, and wait for your moments. The girlfriend popped in every time she needed to. The sister popped in every time that she needed to say the wrong thing. So if you realize, what is my role in this play? It's not about me being a little girl. It's about, this girl comes in, this is how she adds comedy. She comes in and says the wrong thing at the wrong time. If I can realize that, there's even more times, Mom, where you can come in and do that for us. Like, you can come into the therapist's office and say something that's totally offhanded about the therapist or whatever. Like maybe Truman says something and you're like, you told me the therapist sucks. You know? And then he's like, he just gives him a look and you're like what? Like, that's what that role is, right?
Because I thought, because she was a little girl, I was trying to portray a little sister. How could I have come into the office? I didn't have an opportunity, I didn't think, except for when that one hit. Like, they left me and I came in, the door, because unless they did it again, a little girl couldn't come in because we were in his office, so I couldn't come back in the house because I was in the house when that happened. And then I went over the back way because they came in that door. And since it was always in there, you know, That's why I couldn't come in again. I didn't feel I could come in again by
But that's
myself
okay that you
and
did.
make it make sense.
It actually worked. Totally worked. I'm giving you another option, basically.
Yeah.
If you realize the comedy, then there's like points where you could have done that. That's all. That's literally.
Yeah, no, I was wondering what would that have been.
So how? Oh, how could that
Yeah,
work?
yeah,
okay.
because I couldn't
How old did you
figure it out.
imagine her?
How old did I do
Yeah,
it?
imagine
I
it. What were
imagined her just young, she was young, probably about 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Okay,
no lower
great.
than that.
7 or 8. Awesome. So your reason was you couldn't get to the therapist's office. Is that right?
Right, without them, I was in the car with them, and then they went in and
You left me in the car.
left me in the car, so I came out,
Right. So in that sort of scene, you left me in the car. So now your role is to stay in the car.
Okay.
You left me in the car. Guys, you left me in the car. Then they continue the scene. Okay, therapist, really quick, continue the scene for a second with Truman.
So, like I was saying before, did you plant that tree yet? Remember the quote I told you to plant the tree?
I thought that was like that you don't actually plant the tree.
Guys, it's really hot in the car.
They meant like it was like a.
And then mom's in the scene too.
Did you? Oh, she's back.
What makes you think that you can teach my son what to do?
Mom, it's really not safe to do this. Will you get back here? At least turn the car on.
Did you guys hear something? I hear.
So like you're really listening, and there's ways you can stay involved. Again, you don't have to.
No.
But that would have been ways
No,
to
that's
just kind
hilarious. Yeah,
of
I
throw in little moments
I
from
wasn't
where you
thinking
were, right?
Okay, good idea.
Good question. Yeah. Any questions?
So back to like the VAP, like the voice acting questioning. I always have the hardest time consistently keeping the same voice. Like even if it's like the tone, like it always just like goes back to like my voice, like my regular voice.
Okay.
Is that just something you have to just like
Just practice.
Just practice.
And realize it.
Mhm.
Realize when you come out of it, get back in it.
Okay.
Right? And ideally, your partner is pointed out.
Mhm.
And we deal with it. Just like anything. The things you point out, if you point out an accident, it becomes a happy accident, it becomes very funny.
Mhm.
Mark, what happened to your voice?
Yeah, I
What-
kept
not
switching
wasn't
from
Mark, it
like deep to like country to like weird. It was weird, but
and then you have to justify it.
yeah.
You're like, so how do you think Mark would respond to that?
I don't know.
So like, all right, so I'm Mark, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm your stepdad. I'm gonna tell you what to do. You be Truman.
Okay.
I do what I want. You understand me?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boy, it doesn't seem like you understand what I'm saying.
What
Point out the
happened
fact
to your voice?
that my voice. You got a
Yeah.
problem with my voice?
Why did it turn?
Go to your damn room. Whatever. So like, he pointed out that it happened, and you didn't say it didn't happen. You just kind of leaned into it.
Because my
or whatever.
character's like a jerk, so he just keeps
Exactly. That's one way. Another way is like, I'm from all over the place. I change my voice when I feel like it. Whatever. Like,
I'm a cultured man.
I'm a cultured man. Sure, there's a billion ways to go with it. And you get I guarantee you that happens, you get an eruption of laughter.
Okay.
So whoever's opposite, if you realize that that was the case and it was a really big, obvious thing, point it out as long as you trust each other. If you don't trust each other, it doesn't work. Because then they pointed out, Isabel gets butt hurt and the whole rest of the scene, she sucks because she's in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Because you trust each other, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you don't trust each other, you cannot do that. Because then it will be a giant bomb. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good job. Any other questions? Yeah, Astrid.
So
Asteroid.
She's coming in hot.
So kind of when it's time to drop the play name, how do you get a feel for the time that it is? Like the time running out, kind of, without you being like, we have one more scene or 5 more minutes.
So normally, you would all have a watch. It'd be a requirement. So when we do shows, ideally, and if somebody forgets, we just kind of work with it. And honestly, every time we hit the sides, we go time, you know? But you have to be aware of time. You have to be aware of time. Otherwise, you'll cut it way too soon or way too late. And so that's the best way to go about it. And you know, sometimes it drops in like the second scene, third scene. Didn't it in yours?
I dropped it way too early.
That was my bad too.
And what was the title again?
Long legs.
Doctor.
Long legs, right?
PhD.
So you just said Dr. Longlegs, right?
Exactly, that's what it was.
Okay. So if it felt right, you go with it. But yeah, you can be more patient with that and understand that somehow that's a theme that'll come up and eventually get to our ending scene. But it didn't not work. It just made it so that it didn't become iconic. That's the difference. So you keep it in your mind, you wait for it, and you'll feel it. You'll know it. It's not, guys, it's not even about it being the last scene. That's why I want to emphasize this. It doesn't matter if it's the last scene, second scene, third scene, like, it just has to be right. It has to be like, we're all in the back of our minds constantly thinking long legs, long legs, long legs, long legs. And then there's a moment where we all see it coming and I can feel it. And it's like, this is the moment. And that's what happened in that last one. Yeah, I told them it was the last scene, but also like they were waiting for the right moment, you know? And if the play kept going, it probably would have happened in that scene anyway. I just happened to tell them, hey, this is the case. But yes, always, always, always want to watch. Because normally it's like, hey, this is what it looks like, or you get one of these. Like literally, like the Oscars, you'll get one of these, no joke. You perform for real. You go to, when we go to the festivals in like New York City and stuff, you got a time slot. You got 10 minutes. You don't go over. They'll do one of that. You know, they'll give you the spot and you got like 30 seconds to wrap up your stuff and get out, right? So that's how you manage the time. Managing the title is about continuing to remember it and watch for moments where it would be best to drop it. Good question, good question. Anything else? Any from you guys?
No.
Good. You guys come on down, Brianna.
Woo! Good job, guys.
Yeah, good job.
Super good job.
When I started with a bold choice,
Good job, you guys. You killed
I
it.
don't know. How do you make sure like you're painting a picture right? Because I had an idea in one mind and I thought it was kind of expressing it, but then it didn't really go anywhere. And then someone came in and said, "Good show," and just kind of went with that. How do you know how you create a bold choice and just make sure everyone's on the same page?
If you start the first scene, you have to. So remember that, okay? So if you're the first one out, you've got to know where you're taking it. And then make that bold choice from there. Because you are the beginning. You are the start. You are what sucks us in. So think about this, okay? And a lot of people are this way, some people aren't. But you start watching a show. And it's a brand new show, you heard about it from somebody, you're 10 minutes in and you hate it. It's boring. What do? Do you keep watching? No, you flip to the next show, right? You stop watching that one and you're like, sorry Tyler, you gave me a bad review show. That sucked. Like, no more of that, right? Don't ever send me to the CW again. Like, whatever.
Shameless plug.
No, I actually like it. I like the superhero shows. Okay, so Brianna, if you're the beginning, know that you got to be patient, but know where you're taking it because you had the attention. And here's how you had it, because you sat on the stool. You had power. So there are nonverbal things that we do that tell our teammates what's up. So like one of those, simple, was Tyler bringing up his shorts a little bit. Yeah, right?
Yep.
It was his cue to you guys, hey, I'm playing a girl right now. I want to make sure you know that. And you don't have to do that specifically, but he pulled them up a little because he wanted to make sure his team understood that that was the case. So there's a stool there and 2 seats. Whoever sits in the stool has the power. The power is theirs and the other people are not in a power position. So it's about realizing those little things even in the set. And then from there you be bold, okay? And in any regular decision, it's about coming out with whatever you thought you were gonna say, and if it doesn't work, trusting your teammate, and that's what, because it did. Again, Brianna, without your idea that originally came out, this play doesn't happen. So it's just about going bold to it quicker, but because we all trust each other, Joey dropped it. Joey went, hey, here's what's happening, so everybody knows. I know that you guys don't know, let me help you. And nobody got mad at each other, nobody got in a weird place, we just moved on. And I think, honestly guys, the thing that holds back improv the most, whether you're working it here on this stage, once we're back up after COVID and putting up shows again, or whether you're working at something somewhere else, wherever you end up, the thing that holds improvisers back the most is the lack of trust. The lack of this. Because tonight's show, it's got little holes here and there, but you guys trusted each other. So no matter what happened, it was gonna win. And people can sense that. People can sense that trust and sense that love and that fun that you're having. And I think about every show that we did that didn't go well, we didn't have that. We were in our heads. The shows we used to do in New York, we didn't have one good New York show, not a single one. Every time we went to New York to do the play, it sucked. Like, we were so bad because we were in our heads, because we weren't ourselves, we weren't connected, we weren't trusting each other. And so wherever you end up, if you can just remember that simple thing, then when somebody says something to you on stage, and this is life too, then you won't let it affect you in a negative manner. You go, no matter what, I am going to choose to believe, whether it's true or not, that you love me and you have my best interest at heart. I'm going to choose to believe that. On stage, off stage, whatever. And it's hard to do. It's really freaking hard to do. But if you can do it, it takes you to a whole new level of improv. Yeah, Nick.
I just wanted to say, tonight I felt more connected than I think I ever have been. And I don't know if it's just been us being away from each other for so long, but being back together, I just felt really connected, and that trust level was like up here.
Yeah.
It felt really good.
I totally agree with that. And were you doing like a?
No, I was gonna do. It was on the same line as that. It was 2 moments. Joey, I remember Joey's out there and he waves to me. He's like, and I'm like, oh, I don't. Well, he waved, and it was. I trust him. I'll go out there and I'll figure it out, and and we did. And then the other part was while we were backstage, we were like, after this joke is done, we're gonna cut it. Yeah, this seems right, and it was just. We're trusting that this is right together.
Yes.
We were chatting, we're just like,
this is
I think
going to
after
be
this
perfect.
part, I'm going to cut it. And Nick ran out.
Yeah, and I don't know if he heard us or not, but
decided we would.
he was like, and it was like, perfect.
And so we were all on the same page with that.
Right? Joey's got some.
It was cool to play on the sides again. I enjoy playing from the sides versus being the main character.
Yeah.
Because I like to direct, add, because I have that side where I sort of see things before they happen.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool because the trust was there. I was like, okay, cool, I'm just going to come in and frame it. And I tried to frame everywhere I could because then your whole team gets to play.
Yeah, for real. And I'll talk about a couple things that all came from that. I felt it, guys. I felt it. So here's the thing. It can happen every time. Literally every time. It's just a choice because all of you had this level of possibility in you last week and the week before that. But by the time we got here, we just made a decision to trust each other. And I'm telling you, you can walk onto a stage with a total stranger, take a moment, and decide to connect with them, and if you both make the decision, you can do it just like that. And if they decide not to, and you decide to anyway, then it's going to be an amazing play. The best improvisers are not the ones that get the laugh, they're the ones that set up the person who gets the laugh by continuing to serve and continuing to just give. Yeah?
I mean, when I learned that was my scene with Dakota, it's like my first scene with him.
A little louder, I can't hear you.
When I learned that, what you were just saying, just trust, I was with Dakota, and it was our first scene together, and I cried.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole scene, and that was the time where I finally broke through and since
I remember that.
Trust those people.
It was huge for you, huge. And so that's the thing, we keep building into this, but that's all we did today was we all signed a non-verbal contract with each other. And if you do that, the contract was, yes, I got your back.
I own you.
I got your back. We own each other. You know what, Astrid? But you're right. We freaking own each other. So if you fall on your ass, it's my ass.
It's mostly yours.
No, it's mine. It's mine. And let me tell you something. It's great. It's great improv because it's Navy SEAL freaking mentality. It's no matter what, I got it. Even if it's not my fault, it's my freaking fault. And that's why from the side, Nick felt a swipe before there was a swipe, and all of you felt it at the same time because you were so damn connected. You knew when you needed to cut something and not cut something. You were insanely focused and insanely trusting. And that's what great improv is. This could be up on a huge scale, and I'd be like, yes. And I would sell this course. I would sell this show, what you guys put up today. And I love selling things. Okay? Yeah. So, I want to talk on 2 things that you guys spoke on. Tyler, I believe it was you. You said, I don't know if it's COVID. Who said that? Or because we just came back? Nick, okay? It was that, excuse me. 100%. 100%. No. I want everybody to hear this. Wrong. It was you are 100% right, Nick. So God, please hear me, everybody. Please hear me on this. Nick, you are 100% right. It is because we were out of each other's spaces for such a long period of time, and so we get to be in each other's space right now, and we understand the value of that because of the way things have been. And so we respect it, we honor it, and we treasure it. In 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, whatever, when things get back to normal, you'll stop doing that. So please don't. That's what we do, and it's humanity, it's human. As long as we keep realizing it and dealing with it, it's okay. But we stop being grateful. We stop being thankful as soon as something becomes a habit that is just our ritual. As soon as we just go to school every day, we forget that school is an honor and a value, and there are people all over the country that would kill to have an education. We forget that we get to improvise, we get to be around the people we love, and so when we walk in the door, instead of dropping our baggage at the door and all the hard stuff, and coming in with joy, we just take it for granted. And so right now we're in this place where we realize how awesome it is because we're stuck not doing it. So once we're doing it again continuously, if you can remember that, bring that level of love and gratitude into every class, even though it's your norm, you're going to have stuff like this always and grow continuously, and it's going to be so fun. So I wanted to just address that you are right. A lot of people go, no, no, you are. So there's going to be more things like this, and this isn't just in this place, this isn't just with acting, we all do it. So realize that that's the case. I know for me, and I'll close on this, I did it with my coma. For a while I was very, very specific about all these little things and how grateful I was, and then as soon as I was on my own again, I went back to doing all the dumb stuff I did before, right? Because I was no longer being controlled and I no longer was in the full realization and the high of how awesome it was. Okay? Guys, friggin' crushed it tonight. Just really good. Alright. So we're right at 9:58. You can go ahead and cut that live. We are going to close class out with just some fun exercise. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Don't worry about it. But we're right at 9:58. Your choice.